मित्रों, एपेंडिसाइटिस के पिछले वीडियो में हमने एकोनाइट, आर्निका, आर्सेनिक, बैप्टीसिया, बेलाडोना, ब्राइनिया, कैंथेरिस, कार्डुअसमार, कोलचिकम, लैकेसिस, फेरमफास, कालीमूर और रस्टाक्स औषधियों के बारे में जाना। आज कुछ और औषधियों के विषय में जानते हैं। The purpose of knowledge shared here is only educational and to increase awareness. Please always consult your family doctor before using any medicine. Self-treatment may always be injurious. Medicine iris Tinax. Mouth dry without saliva. Cutting in abdomen more severe on right side than on left. Painful spot over ileocecal region. Fearful pain in ileocecal region. Hot applications ameliorate bowels. So exhausted cannot leave bed in the morning, though pains have moderated. Homesick feeling. Cold pillow ameliorates pain in temples. Burning in mouth and throat is better by sucking in cold air. Hot applications ameliorate pain in bowels. Cup of tea ameliorates vomiting. Many symptoms appear or are worse on waking. Medicine Crotalus horridus. Violent pain in the course of the colon. In the region of the appendix, intolerance of clothing around the stomach, cannot lie on right side without vomiting dark green matter. Typhlitis, when of low type, red-tipped tongue, prostration, no stool or discharges, very offensive. Medicine Dioscorea villosa. Pains in the abdomen suddenly shift to different parts, appear in remote localities as fingers and toes. Persons of feeble digestive powers, tea drinkers with much flatulence, nails brittle, colic pains worse from bending forward and while lying, better on standing erect or bending backwards. This is reverse of medicine colocynth. Medicine Echinacea angustifolia acts on vermiform appendix, thus has been used for appendicitis, but remember it promotes suppuration, and a neglected appendicitis with pus formation would probably rupture sooner under its use. Medicine Ginseng. Pain about umbilicus. Ameliorated by bending double. Pain in left iliac fossa. Exhausted, tired feeling. Muscular weakness. Felt as if I had been sick for a long time. General aching all over with exhaustion. Pain and sickness of stomach, better by lying down. Medicine Lac vacinum defloratum. Abdomen is sensitive to touch. Pressure around waist causes fainting spells. Feels completely exhausted whether she does anything or not. Great fatigue when walking. Sensation as if cold air was blowing on her, even while covered up, as if sheets were damp. Obesic and diabetic, constipated. Medicine Mercurius. Abdomen tense, hard, swollen and sensitive. Fullness and tenderness, epigastrium and hypochondria. colic from cold, from the evening air, from warmth. When lying on the right side, the intestines feel bruised, enteritis, lancinating pains, bloody, slimy stools, sweat without relief, hard, painful heart swelling in the ileocecal region, peritonitis with purulent exudation, especially with typhlitis. On walking, bowels shake as if loose, mercurius corrosivus, incessant green bilious vomiting, epigastrium very sensitive, bruised sensation, cecal region and transverse colon painful, bloated, very painful to least touch, tenesmus of the rectum which is incessant and is not relieved by the stool. Medicine plumbum metallicum, large hard swelling in ileocecal region, painful to touch and motion, abdomen hard as a stone, knots in recti muscles, anxious with cold sweat and deathly faintness, excessive colic, radiating to all parts of body, abdominal wall feels drawn by string to spine, pain causes desire to stretch, obstructed flatus with intense colic, colic alternates with delirium and pain in atrophied limbs. Medicine rhamnus catharticus, violent rumbling and griping, especially cutting pains in ileocecal region and in transverse colon. Colic, abdomen hard, tympanitis, unable to rise, seemed to desire to press the head against the wall. Rhamnus catharticus mother tincture in doses of a few drops is a useful palliative in cases of constipation. Rhamnus frangula, stools of a dark green color, copious, thin or pasty. With the stools there was much rumbling in the ileocecal region and along the transverse colon with weakness after stool. Rhamnus catharticus has rumbling, griping and cutting pains in ileocecal region. There was more vomiting with Rhamnus frangula than with Rhamnus catharticus. Medicine subulcerulata, appendicitis, especially if the prostatic gland is involved, despondent, irritable, sympathy, causes anger, constipation, enlarged prostate. Medicine scapularia, pain in the liver on pressure, colic below navel, pain in sigmoid flexure and rectum, painful bleeding, protruding piles, great drowsiness in morning and before and after meals with weariness, pain in liver on pressure, colic below navel, pain in sigmoid flexure and rectum, painful bleeding, protruding piles. Medicine tuberculum, pains in region of appendix, vermiformis, early morning sudden diarrhea like sulfur, when symptoms are constantly changing and well-selected remedies fail to improve and cold is taken from the slightest exposure, takes cold easily without knowing how or where, seems to take cold every time he takes a breath of fresh air. This is like hypersulf. वीडियो में बताई गई जानकारी यदि उपयोगी लगी हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें और मित्रों में शेयर करें जिससे और लोग भी लाभ उठावें। घंटी का बटन दबाएं ताकि अगले वीडियो की सूचना आपको मिल जाए। कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखकर बताएं कि आप होम्योपैथी में क्या जानना चाहते हैं। मैं उस विषय पर वीडियो बनाने का प्रयास करूंगा। चैनल को अधिकतम लोगों के लिए उपयोगी बनाने के लिए अपने सुझाव लिखें। वीडियो को धैर्यपूर्वक अंत तक देखने के लिए आभार और धन्यवाद। होम्योपैथी सेफर एंड सुपीरियर मेडिसिन। यूज होम्योपैथी, stay healthy and improve your immunity.